in time there was more. The politicians we were electing to office had come to know us and include us in the population that they served. They saw us as part of the landscape, as part of the constituency, with a right to be there. They knew we were tireless volunteers for them. After we would interview candidates for CMEC, we'd have to remain neutral up to a certain point, and then we'd go out and line up behind the ones that we really had learned were very supportive, and take them on bar tours and introduce them to people and help them to develop a good understanding. And in fact, after Charles Royer was elected mayor, I wrote about a 10-page paper for him on the Seattle gay community, try to tell him what the different groups and organizations were, what they were involved with, what their values were, and some idea of how political each one of them was. Also in 1978, I went to Vancouver, BC, because everybody else was busy with the initiative, and I spoke at a Gay Unity Week event there. I think it was their first Gay Pride event, and I was actually on television as well. I was talking about how gays should get political, and I gave an overly long speech, which is I still have copies of, that just went into great detail about it's time for us to get organized and to come out of the bars and out of the bushes and onto the streets and into offices and start contributing money and hiring people and starting lawsuits and introducing legislation and starting to make a ruckus about these things, because it was time to get political. As I said, I didn't tell the authorities when I crossed the border that I was importing seeds for a more political gay and lesbian community here. That's one crop that some people don't want to see growing, but nevertheless, they sat through my long speech and thanked me for it, and I think it did some good. And I felt almost like I was an evangelist, like my father, in a sense. He had been a preacher, and but I had some gift of gab, some ability to express issues in a cogent way, and to be clear and frank and forceful, sometimes brutal, towards the opposition about our issues and our concerns. That was my contribution. There were other people who contributed in lots of different ways, in organizational work and idea work and just community building and so forth.